Hello everyone, welcome to another session of interactive learning techniques. Today we are going to see how to use this Google Meet, and we are also going to see the small tricks for using this Google Meet. So Google Meet is formally known as the Hangouts Meet, which is used for the video communication service developed by the Google itself. It is one of the two apps that constitute the replacement of the Hangouts, and the other is the Google Chat. So Google Meet is nothing but a combination of the Google Hangouts and the Google Chat. In today's session, we are going to see how to save the details of our Google Meet in our Gmail account for the lifetime. That is one of the most important features which is revealed. Next, we are going to see how to start the Google Meet instantly, how to schedule the Google Meet in the Google Calendar, how to send the meeting on a single click to the n number of participants which are going to participate in the Google Meet. And last but not the least, we are going to see how to create a meeting for a later session. So initially what we have to do, we have to initially move to the Google account. That is, we have to log in from the Gmail account. So we are going to start with this. So initially we are starting with this. So we are going to log with this. So we are initially entering our email ID, then we have to enter the password, and this will take you to the your Gmail account. So when we move to the Gmail account, so initially we have to start, this is our Gmail account. So in this right corner we are getting this nine dots. These nine dots are nothing but the apps which are provided by the Google. So these are nothing but the Google apps. So just click on this nine dot, that is on the Google app. Here you will get the option as Meet option. Meet means Google Meet option. So click here to start the Google Meet. When you click on this, you will get the screen of this Google Meet application. So this is the interface which is going to provide to for communication with the end users or for setting the video conferencing. So in this, in the left side you will get this new meeting option, and to the new meeting right side you will get a box, that is a text box. Enter a code or the link. So if you want to start any link, or we are just joining as a guest, then just enter that link here or enter the code here. We will see later on how to use the particular link or the code here, how the code is retrieved from the link itself. So we will see later on. So initially we will see how to create the link. So before creating the link, we must know that when we create the meeting, so we work as a host, and to whom we are going to send the link, they are going to join as a guest. So for that we have to create a link. So we will go with this new meeting option. So click on the new meeting. When we click on the new meeting, we get the three different options. First one is the create a meeting for latter. Latter means we have to join it after some time or whenever we schedule it. The schedule is not fixed at all for that. Next one is the start an instant meeting. Start an instant meeting means right now we are going to start the meeting. And third one, that is the most important, is schedule in Google Calendar. So we will move in the reverse order. So firstly, we will see a schedule in a Google Calendar, how to schedule with the help of the Google Calendar. So we have two options. We can directly go from the schedule in a Google Calendar option. So this window is going to start here. Or another option we have in this nine dots, that is in the Google app. Just come to down. Here we will get a calendar option. So we can click here on the calendar option. So from this calendar option we can easily set the meeting. So so this is so when we click on this meeting option, the third option, that is schedule in the Google Calendar, we get the option this like this. So here initially we have to give the name of the title. For example, we are giving the demo meeting. for Google Calendar. So next thing, this whatever we are going to save, this is completely going to save in the calendar itself. Calendar means this calendar, we are what is whatever we are going to enter here, this will completely store in the Google Calendar. The basic advantage of storing or creating the link from the Google Calendar is that this link will be stored in the Google Calendar of your account itself, and this will last till your account is exist in the Google account. Means if you are using continuously this account for the 10 years or the 15 years, or for after 6 or 20 years, 30 years, if you want to see what the meeting I had created on the 9th July 2021, you can see it. So this is the one of the most advantageous feature of the Google Calendar, that this will completely store the details in the Google Calendar itself. Now there are most, we have n number of advantages of this using this Google Calendar, so we will see one by one. So initially we have to set this from this. So initially we can select the date. So we are selecting the right now today's date itself. So here we can set the today's date, or the date in which on which you want to start the meeting. So we are going to set, for example, as a 10th of July. So the initially we have to set the timing, from what timing you are going to start. So suppose tomorrow we are going to start at the 10 a.m. and we are going to end it by the, by default it will give the span of the 1 hour, and we can increase or we can reduce it up to the 15 minutes. So we are taking it's a 1 minute, 1 hour. And here is the on what date we are going to set, that is completely we are already set. Now just below this first July 10 2021, we are getting the options. These are the most interesting and important features which are revealed. So initially when we click on all days, which means that from 10th of July, this meeting is going to continue till what? In the second box, we have to select this. Just like here is 10 July 10 2021. So we are going to end on the July 10 2021. If we want that this particular meeting, we want to continue for the 1 month, which means from July 10 to August 10. So we have to set here August 10. Means from the July 10, this meeting will continue for the August 10. So we will select here 10. So for 1 month, this meeting will be continue. At what time? This meeting will be continue from 10 to 11 a.m. And this we are going to set from this all days. If you select on the all days, this means that this meeting is going to set for the completely 1 month, from the 10th July to the 10th August of 2021. We can extend it for the 1 year, for the 2 year, for the 3 year, or for the 4 years. It depends upon the user. So we have much more options, that we can use this link daily, means weekly, 7 days, that we can use on the click on the daily. If we don't want to repeat the particular link from after one use, we will click on this don't do does not repeat option. Next, third option is the weekly on Saturday. Means in the complete 30 days, we are going to conduct this particular meeting on the Saturday only. That is from the 10th of July, 17th of July, 24th of July, 31st of July, then 7th of August. This one means that is going to be conduct on the 5 different Saturdays, or the 5 dates of this Saturday. We have much more option, that monthly on the second Saturday. These are the pre-filled options. So or we can set this meeting for annual meeting. If you want to conduct on the 30th of the every month, so we can set on as a annually on the July 10. Means annually means bi-yearly. On the 2022 we will get this meeting with the same link, we will use this. Then every weekday from Monday to Friday. So if anyone says that we want to set it according to our choice, then what is the option? We have one more option, that is the custom. So click on the custom option. Here you can set according to your use. So first one is the recurrence. Recurrence means repeatedly. How many you want to repeat? You want to repeat this particular link day, week, month, or the year. So we want to repeat it daily. So we are going to set it from the 10th July 2021 to the August 10 21, means for the 1 month. So this meeting is going to continue for the 1 month total completely. So here we have to set properly when it is going to end, that this meeting is not going to end, means we can extend this August 10th. If we have the fix that after 10th no use of this, we can directly on 10th is the last date, so on 10th we are going to end this meeting, means after the 10th of August this link will not be in the use. Actually, from this admin panel we can extend that date, or we can use that. Or if we want to recurrence means after 20 use of this particular link, this will be deactivated after 30 links. After 30 use of the link for the meeting, this can be deleted. So we can set from this position. So this is so easy. Repeat every 2 days, so we can say 2 days, after 2 days we can use this. So this can be easily set with the help of this. So we are going to set weekly on this Saturday, this for our convenience we are going to set it. Next option is, so here we are getting join with the Google Meet. So here we are getting this meet.google.com/pmx dash pfhf dash dgc. So this is nothing but a link which is we have to put in the this box if you want to enter. Now here is enter, written as enter a code or the link. If we are going to copy this completely, we can copy with the help of this, copy the conference information, or we can directly copy this particular link and we can paste here to, if any time we want to start it. So we are going to copy it and we are trying to paste it. So this is paste. So we got two options there, link or the code. So code is nothing but this last digits, 12 digits. So these are nothing but the code. So if we copy directly this code particular copy and we will paste here, this will directly start the meeting. Enter a code or the link. The code is nothing but this last 12 characters. So first three, then four, then three characters, and then in between we are getting this dash. So this is nothing but the code. So this is these are nothing but the settings which we have to set. Now in the address location, add location from where you are going uh, to conduct this meeting, we can set here, that is I'm setting here the Nagpur location. Now before below this we are getting our text box, that is nothing but the message if we want to send to the user. Suppose I am setting, hello dear, meeting is scheduled, please join. So this whatever the matter you are going to write here, this will be sent to the your participant. Now the question arises, how we can send this message to the participant. So in the right side we are getting this guest. In the guest option you can add the mail IDs, not the main name. You have to enter this mail ID. So I am entering my mail ID, that Sachin Dhade at kamlanehrucollege.ac.in. So this will be added here. So this means that this is one of the participant of the meeting. So you can enter your participant list here. So they see, as we are saying that we can enter or we can say this list to the n number of the participants, but there are certain restrictions of the Google Meet, that we can add up to the 100 participants for the free version or for the G Suite version. So we can use only single link for the 100 participants. So we add here. Next, coming to the down, we are getting this guest permission. So here we are getting these three different options. So first one is the modify event, means a guest can modify to the event. Never check on this option, because if you are setting that particular meeting is going to be execute on the 10th July at 5 p.m. and your participant is going to modify it, and that will reflect to the meeting schedule. So please uncheck the modify event. Next, invite others. So if I'm going to check this, means Sachin Dhade or the participant is going to invite to other participants from this, from by using this. Next one is the see guest list. So better way, which means that the participant can see who are the, what are the who are the number of the participants are going to join the meeting. So better way, uncheck it. Now, as soon as we are going to save this particular all details will be going to save on your Google Calendar. Along with that, this meeting schedule will be sent to the particular user also, and to the owner also. So as soon as we are going to save this, would you like to send the invitation email to the Google Calendar guest? Yes, send it. So we had sent it. So see here, we are getting the demo meeting at on the 10th of July, Saturday. So if you are going to see on the next Saturday, here see demo meeting on this Saturday. So we will also get the time duration there. I think so. We had not set the time duration. So here we can set the time duration on every Saturday. We are going to set all the actions, more action. In the more action we can. So one more thing here, we have more action. In the more action we can set, or if we have a different groups in our uh, Google Classroom, we can directly send the links to the particular class also. So we save it. So this means that on the every Saturday this demo meeting is set here. So here also set here. Now we have to check whether the link is sent to the particular user or not. So we are going to check that we had sent the meeting request. So this particular meeting request is reached to the user or not, we are going to check it. So here we are going to check it on the other account where we had sent the meeting. So here we receive the meeting. So what we said, demo meeting for the Google Calendar, weekly on Saturday. So demo meeting which is going to schedule on weekly on this Saturday. Location is Nagpur. So we had not shown the list of the guests, so the guest list is not available here. So what the matter we had typed, so we are getting here, hello dear, meeting is scheduled, please join. So here we are getting this message, from this we are getting the link, who is going to schedule, everything we are getting here. We are getting this important thing, that whether you are going to join the meeting or not, or maybe if you are going to join the meeting, if you are going to click on the yes, you will get reflect the message to the organizer that the particular person or the particular guest is going to join the meeting. If you are clicking on the no, that means that you are declining the invitation which is given to you. Maybe means you can join or you cannot join, so we are going to accept it. So we are clicking on the yes option. Now we will see what it shows the message in our inbox. So we will get the message in the inbox that the particular person is not going to sorry, we had selected the yes option, so accepted demo. So here we are getting that the Sachin Zade has accepted the invitation. Which invitation? Invitation for weekly on Saturday. So on Saturday you are going to start this meeting. So this is the simplest way, and this meeting or this schedule is going to store on your Gmail account till your account exists. So this is the one of the most important way of storing or creating the account with the help of the, or the Google Meet with the help of the Google Calendar itself. So this is this can be done with the help of the schedule in Google Calendar. From, if you click here, or you can go to this Google Apps option. Here you will get the calendar option. In the calendar option, you can directly go to the left side, create. As soon as you click on the create, you will get this dialog box, and here you can create your schedule. Whatever be the schedule you will create here, that will be stored in your Google account itself. So next one is the start an instant meeting. Start, if you click on the start an instant meeting, your meeting will be start right now. So we are going to create, or we are going to start the meeting right now. So your meeting is going to be scheduled, or we are going to start right now. So our meeting is started. So this is nothing but we are unmuting is because this will create the buffering. So your meeting is ready. So here you will get that meet.google.com. This is the link which is to be sent to the user. So we have to just copy it, and we can send it on the with the help of the WhatsApp, or we can send it with the help of the Gmails. So we can just copy it, or we can just add here the add others. So we can write down here the added dot. So we will I will send the invitation right now. So I'm sending the invitation and this send email. So this email is sent to the user also. So this is the best way. If I want to just right now I want to start the meeting. So I can start with the help of this meeting. So so see this in the last 12 characters we are getting ARYQSTH. So right in the below we are getting the same. So this is nothing but a code which is going to start the meeting. So we are going to start the meeting. So another thing, we send the mail invitation. So same here, happening means right now we are going to start the meeting. So we had received this meeting. In here we don't get the meeting of whether I am going to join or not. That is going to be in the future meeting. Right now this meeting is scheduled and you have to join it. So this here you have to just click on the join meeting. You will start, or you will join the meeting itself. Next one is the create a meeting for latter. The latter means we are going to conduct the video conferencing meeting tomorrow. So in the tomorrow at what time I don't know at what time we are going to create the meeting, or we are going to schedule the meeting. So in that case we will just create a meeting for a latter. But it has a disadvantage that this particular link is not going to be stored anywhere. So it's the responsibility of the end user or the host to store this meeting, because that dialog box is showing the message that copy this link and send it to people you want to meet with. Be sure to save it so you can use it later. So we have to save it, because once it we are going to close it, we are going to change this link. So we are going to mqv as a starting. So we will try it, uh, create a meeting for later. So we will get the another link here for the next meeting. So see, initial in the previous meter we are getting the mqu, here we are getting wum. So this is another link. So this users, the host have to save this link, and then whenever you schedule the particular meeting you have to initially start. One more thing, until the host starts the meeting, the participants cannot join to the meeting. This is the one of the limitations which is put by the Google Meet. So these are the simplest way to join or to create the Google Meets. So simply we can store the links data, or the participant data, or the users data onto our Google Meet with the help of the Google Calendar. We can easily start the meeting. We can create the link for afterwards. So these are ultimately easy way to create the Google Meet. So thank you very much. Thank you.